Fellas, AC here. Welcome to another review. Today I've got a very interesting fragrance from the house of Nasomatto, and the fragrance is called China White. Very interesting fragrance. Not a lot of talk about this fragrance. I can't remember the exact year when it was released, but the fragrance is, one of those fragrances that will make you think. Alessandro Gualtieri is the perfumer. He owns the house as well. And I'm going to review a few of these Nasomattos because I'm really enjoying them. But they will all be the ones that nobody praises, yeah? So the famous ones are Baronda, Black Afghano, there's another one I can't remember, chocolate patchouli combination, it'll come to me. But China White. So I started researching what does it really mean, and it'll shock you what it means. China White basically stands for the purest quality of heroin, the drug, mixed with something else, I can't remember, but it basically stands for the powder which will get you on a long trip. So I thought to myself, all right, let's do a little bit of research. I went to Nasomatto's website, and the first thing I saw confirmed that this has got to do something with, drugs. Because when you go to Nasomatto's website, you'll see the picture of or a video of Alessandro Gualtieri swinging by a chandelier. And then when you read the description, it says, inspired by life's experiences. Now, so I said, all right. So this is what China White means. But does it smell anything like heroin? So I went and did some research. And I found out that heroin basically has a smell of vinegar. So let's find out if this one has any such things. Now I've got a very small sample. Rohit, thank you for sending this, buddy. He sent me a small sample and really liked it. It's a very, very strong fragrance. So I didn't bother spraying more than one. I'll do that again so that I capture the essence of how it makes me feel when I first sprayed. The moment you spray it, you'll realize that you are smelling something really special, right? And why do I say special? It brings in so many facets and throws it all at you at the same time, right? So when you first spray this, you're going to smell a sort of an ambery musk with ample amount of soapiness, yeah? And, I recently talked about a fragrance called Blamage, which has beautiful musk in it. It looks like Gualtieri's Strong Forte's musk. But what he's done is, he's very cleverly created a newer version because some of his fragrances are musk based, especially the clean ones. Excuse me. So this one has this powdery, green, irisy smell with amber and musk, right? All at the same time. So the musk he's used, the amber he's used is the kind of amber which, this is a fabulous fragrance by the way, kind of amber used here. It's very light and airy, but also warm and resinous at the same time. It's a really miracle compound and it works wonders here. This is kind of an autumn scent. This is kind of a spring summer scent. Really nice. That amber is mixed with a green facet, and that green facet smells a bit like powdery iris. You see what I mean? So when I say powdery iris, Prada fragrances come to mind. So think about L'Homme Low mixed with Soul to an extent. You get about 50% of the fragrance. And then the fragrance also has a very creamy aspect which comes in the late dry down. Creamy musk, white musk. So it's like using a very fragrant, musky, clean soap and then going out in the fresh garden, on a sunlit garden bed and walking bare feet. That's the kind of imagery that came to mind. The reason I said the green grass kind of thing, there's no vetiver here, but it's got this fennel, green fennel-like sharpness to it initially. That sharpness goes away. It's not sharp, but it's very interesting sharpness. And it goes very well with that synthetic amber I talked about. That same synthetic amber has been used in Grand Soir by MFK. So you can imagine that chemical compound has this radiant, warm quality, which is why people like Grand Soir. The fragrance develops a little bit and loses its green sharpness, loses its soapiness and becomes a clean musk woody fragrance, generic woodiness which I've smelt in other Nasomatto fragrances. That's the fragrance journey. Upsides and downsides. Listen, this is one of those powerhouse, fresh, soapy, woody fragrances that goes beautifully in summer. And in summer, people want something that lasts. This one is a monster in terms of projection, longevity. This is a very, very good summer fragrance or hot weather fragrance. Clean hot weather. The second one is the complement factor. It smells unusual. I talked about the two very unusual combination, and that's why it will pique people's interest, especially if you wear this to a garden party during summertime. People will smell you and they will be very curious. Obviously, you smell fresh and, sort of well looked after or well taken care of, and that's why that's another plus when it comes to summer fragrances. It will definitely get you a compliment. Major compliment magnet. Number 3 is the uniqueness. The fragrance is utterly unique. There are very few fragrances which smell like this. And that's why nobody talks about this. I mean, there's hardly any review on YouTube on this fragrance. Downside. See, all Nasomattos are expensive. 30 ml is going to set you back by at least £100. Sometimes less, sometimes more. But if you go to the discounters, £100 minimum for a 30 ml. But they're very strong. So remember that and keep that in mind. So expensive fragrance. The other one is, for such an expensive fragrance, of all the Nasomattos I've smelled, they are mostly synthetic, right? So if that bothers you, don't worry with this one. This is a completely synthetic fragrance. But very, very well blended, and it's beautiful shapeshifter. As I said, it's got so many aspects that confuses your mind. You go on a trip. So, anyways, seasons I've covered, age groups. I think this is one of those fragrances. It's suitable for everybody, 20-year-old to 60-year-old, woman and man. Perfect unisex fragrance, really well made. I think, how many marks would I give it? This is a strange one, guys. So do test it out. Based on what I have smelled, the way it's been composed, I think it's an 8 out of 10. It's a very easy, dumb reach, summer, beast mode fragrance, which is unique. So 8 out of 10. Hope you like the review, fellas. Take care. Bye-bye.